Assalamu Alaikum, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to our Python course. In today's class, we'll be discussing variables and data types, which are among the most fundamental and important topics in Python programming. But before we dive in our previous class, we covered how to install Python and how to run your first Python program. If you haven't watched that video yet, I strongly recommend going to our channel and watching it first because today's class builds directly on top of that. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so right now so you don't miss any upcoming classes. Alright, without further delay, let's get started. File setup. First, let's open our code editor. Once the code editor is open, go to the File menu at the top, then click on Open File. Now we're going to create a new file here. We'll name the file variable, and we must give it the hf.uy extension since this is a Python file. So the full file name would be variable.py. Open the file, and there we go. Our file had been created and is now open in the editor. This is where we'll be writing all of our code today. What is a variable? So first, let's understand what exactly is a variable. A variable is like a container or a box where we can store different types of data. Think about real life. We use different boxes to store different things. One box for sugar, another for lentils, another for rice. Now if someone asks you to bring the red box, and you know the red box contains sugar, what does that really mean? It means bring the sugar. The box is just a label. What matters is what's inside. Variables in Python work exactly the same way. Variable, live code. Let's write some code and see this in action. Afa Sayad. Here, A is our box, the name of the variable, and Saad is the data or value stored inside that box. Notice, whenever we store text or a word as a value, we must always wrap it inside double quotation marks. This tells Python that the value is a piece of text known as a string. Now if we write print A, we are telling Python, go to the box named A, look inside, and display whatever you find on the screen. Go ahead and run the code, and you'll see Saad printed in the output. Why use variables? Now the question is, why do we use variables? What are the actual use cases? Imagine you're working on a large project and you need to use the same text over and over again. For example, print, Python is an easy language. Print, Python is an easy language. Print, Python is an easy language. In a small project, writing it 3 times might seem fine. But in a large project, you might need to use that same text 100 times. This wastes time, makes your code messy, and if you ever need to change that text, you'd have to go and update it in every single place, one by one. This is where the real power of variables comes in. Once you store a value inside a variable, you can use that variable's name as many times as you want. Solving the problem with variables. Let's see how variables solve this problem cleanly. Instead of writing it out repeatedly like before, we do this. Message. Python is an easy language. Print message, print message, print message. Run the code, the output is exactly the same as before. But this time, we only had to type the full sentence once. Now here's the biggest advantage. Let's say tomorrow you change your mind and want the message to say, Python is the best language. Without variables, you'd have to go into every single print statement and update it individually. In a 100-line project, that means 100 changes, which is time-consuming and highly prone to mistakes. But with a variable, you change it in just one place, and every single occurrence updates automatically.
Message. Python is the best language. Print message. Print message. Print message. Run it, and you'll see all 3 lines now show the updated message. We only changed 1 line, and Python handled the rest. That is the true power of variables. Write once, use anywhere. In our next class, we will learn about data types. How many types of data types there are, and what they are. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I always try my best to reply to every comment. See you in the next class. Allah Hafiz.